जब ये बात होती है कि वो while we looking at the case from one end, ये सारा इलेक्शन है ना जी, पूरे इलेक्शन में हम एक पोर्शन को पकड़ लिया हमने कि SIC पॉलिटिकल पार्टी है कि नहीं और उनके पास रिजर्व सीट्स आती हैं। अब हम जब कंप्लीट जस्टिस की लेंस को खोलते हैं तो हम कहते हैं ठहरो ना, हम आंखें तो नहीं बंद कर सकते इस पे कि SIC पे हम कहां से पहुंचे हैं। SIC में इसलिए पहुंचे हैं कि हैड द इलेक्शन कमीशन डिक्लेयर्ड PTI एज अ पार्टी विद व्हाटएवर 2, 3, 4 कैंडिडेट, independents would have had a choice that there was a PTI also. We all understand that all those independents have won the election because they held out to the public they were PTI people. All those votes were casted for these 84 people because they were PTI. It's obvious. अब having said that, now we say okay, वो सारा चीज जो है हमने नहीं देखना एकदम, और हम ये देखने लग जाए थोड़ा सा पोर्शन, तो फिर कंप्लीट जस्टिस को और हमने क्या करना है इस क्लॉज को कि अगर हम पूरी पिक्चर ही ना देख सके।
वो आपको दिखाया
ना दिखाए
बट मैं
सुन लेना, कहना चाह रहे हैं कि कंप्लीट जस्टिस को क्या कहाँ लेकर जाना है अगर हम ये चीजों पे आंखें बंद करने लग जाए इधर उधर और घोड़े की तरह इस तरह वो लगा के चलने लग जाए। कंप्लीट जस्टिस इज टू ब्रॉडन द विजन, सी द होल ट्रांजैक्शन।
अटॉर्नी जनरल विद द लिमिटेशंस,
अटॉर्नी जनरल साहब आपने शायद वो
look at 51-6 and you were to say that
not looking at 51-6, forget the reserve seats, just to understand how this process works, because you said
they become a parliamentary party, a political party does become a parliamentary party where its candidate or nominee actually wins a seat and goes into the assembly.
It starts off at the election, on the election date, as being not a political party, and then subsequently down the line somewhere it attains the status of a political party and becomes a parliamentary party.
No, two things.
Two तो नहीं होते हैं ना जी।
नहीं Mr. Attorney General, the answer is one, with the 3 days, you're overlooking the 3 days aspect.
Sir,
वो 3 दिन में आपको ज्वाइन करना था जो एग्जिस्टिंग चीजें, जो सब्सिक्वेंट चीजों को तो आप उस 3 दिन में नहीं ज्वाइन कर सकते हो, जो चीज अभी हुई नहीं उसको आप कैसे ज्वाइन कर सकते हो?
I'll just
there is one other.
Can you conclude now?
जी बस मैं अब कंक्लूजन की
One possible interpretation to this could also be, I'm just placing it on on the table, because 63A2 could be one set and 51D could be yet another way of becoming a parliamentary party, irrespective of the reserved seat. Sun le, the minute the independents join a political party off the shelf, forget the reserve seat angle, they become a parliamentary party because the winnings have been brought into a political party off the shelf. That could be yet a third way of becoming a parliamentary party, but has nothing to do with 51D, because उसके लिए तो बाकी requirements भी चाहिए।
ये जो political,
with respect, my lord,
the other is that you read it together।
ये जो पार्लियामेंट्री पार्टी है ये 63A के लिए है, ये जो पार्लियामेंट्री पार्टी सिर्फ उसी के लिए
है, उसी के लिए ही है, वही प्रोविजन है जो डील करती है पार्लियामेंट्री पार्टी। मैं तो सिर्फ ये कह रहा हूँ कि
आपको आगे बढ़ना,
बस आगे चलता हूँ। एक कंक्लूजन यहाँ पे, एक फाइनल सेंटेंस कह के एंड रीटरेटिंग, independent returns candidates can only join such political party which must have won 1 seat in a house, because they will only be able to become a member of parliamentary party of that party and no other party which has no seat. Now I come to this last submission, my lord, and this last submission deals with the broader question also. Before this court you have proceedings under article 185(3). There is a political party, Sunni Ittehad Council, who is the appellant number 1, along with its chairman, who is appellant number 2. They are aggrieved of the decision of the Election Commission, which was upheld by. They are aggrieved of the decision of Peshawar High Court, which had upheld the decision of the Election Commission, whereunder the reserve seats, reserve seats were not allocated to Sunni Ittehad Council as claimed by it, and they were treated as independents for the purposes of allocation of reserved seats, and consequently the seats went to the other parties in accordance with the formula, in accordance with the rules and the formula which has been followed. My lords, I've also observed that while looking at this list, why can't this court, invoking 187, pass an appropriate order or direction? My respectful submission to this is that 187, and I first want to read it out before making submission of clause 1 of 187. Just quick read. Just want to point out one part of it. One. I'll just read clause 1, sir. Subject to clause 2 of Article 175, the Supreme Court shall have power to issue such directions, orders, or decrees as may be necessary for doing complete justice. A pause. In any case or matter pending before it. In any case, matter, or pending before it, if you may kindly underline it, sir. My Lord, Article 187 is a power which has been conferred upon the Supreme Court. It is not a jurisdiction. This power can only be exercised when a case is competently filed and is pending before your lordships under 184, 185, or 188. No independent proceedings can be initiated under 187. It is only...
What does this mean, any case? For doing complete justice in any case
or matter pending before it. So it is any case which in the jurisdictions which this court has under 184, 185 or 188, I can't imagine under 186 something of this sort happening, but let's, for the sake of discussion, 186.
There is a case pending.
Yes, but while the case is pending before you, you would look at the case what is made out before you. The case brought before you, the case made out for you, and the case which is being responded to. And while doing so,
खत्म हो गया बात.
अगर देखिए इसमें अगर बात यह है कि अब आपने सिद्दीकी साहब के 2 लेटर्स पे आपने कहा कि जो 2 लेटर दिखाए गए इलेक्शन कमीशन के इख्तियार नहीं थे. आपसे
वो रिस्पॉन्ड कर लेंगे, बट मेरा ख्याल है कि
आपसे एक सवाल पूछें. आप तो चूंकि 27A में आए हैं, आप फेडरल गवर्नमेंट को रिप्रेजेंट नहीं कर, आप कोर्ट नोटिस पे हैं, तो आपने लॉ पे हमें असिस्ट करना है. आप ये बता दें कि जब नॉमिनेशन पेपर फाइल होती है, एक कैंडिडेट कह देता है कि मैं डिक्लेरेशन देता हूँ फलां पार्टी से हूँ, और उस पर सर्टिफिकेट भी आ जाता है. विड्रॉल डेट गुजरने के बाद क्या उस कैंडिडेट के पास ये इख्तियार है कि वो विड्रॉ कर जाए? नंबर 1, विड्रॉल डेट गुजरने के बाद. या क्या इलेक्शन कमीशन को किस कानून के तहत ये इख्तियार है कि वो कहते नो यू आर इंडिपेंडेंट? ये सवाल, क्योंकि आप अगर देखें 72 में, सेक्शन 72, कैंडिडेट के पास सिर्फ एक ही रेमेडी है कि वो रिटायरमेंट ले रहे हैं. 74 सॉरी जी, सेक्शन 74 ऑफ द एक्ट.
72 सर. 72 सर. रिटायरमेंट 72 रिटायरमेंट जी. तो कैंडिडेट अगर एप्लीकेशन दे भी दे कि मैं आज़ाद हूँ, क्या वो आज़ाद मीन्स विड्रॉइंग फ्रॉम द एफिलिएशन ऑफ दैट पार्टी? कैन ही विड्रॉ हिमसेल्फ? मैं आपको जरा कुछ थोड़ा सा ब्रीफली इस पे एक्सप्लेन करके देन आई टेक योर लीव.
ये सवाल इम्पोर्टेंट है. देखिए ना, सवाल ये है कि जब ये बात होती है कि वो while we looking at the case from one end, ये सारा इलेक्शन है ना जी, पूरा इलेक्शन, पूरे इलेक्शन में हम एक पोर्शन को पकड़ लिया हमने कि SIC पॉलिटिकल पार्टी है कि नहीं, और उनके पास रिजर्व सीट्स आती हैं. अब हम जब कंप्लीट जस्टिस की लेंस को खोलते हैं तो हम कहते हैं ठहरो ना, हम आंखें तो नहीं बंद कर सकते इस पे कि SIC पे हम कहाँ से पहुंचे हैं. SIC में इसलिए पहुंचे हैं कि हैड द इलेक्शन कमीशन डिक्लेयर्ड PTI एज अ पार्टी विद whatever 2 or 3 4 कैंडिडेट, independents would have had a choice that there was a PTI also. We all understand that all those independents have won the election because they held out to the public they were PTI people. All those votes were casted for these 84 people because they were PTI. It's obvious. अब having said that, now we say okay, वो सारा चीज जो है हमने नहीं देखना एकदम, और हम ये देखने लग जाए थोड़ा सा पोर्शन, तो फिर कंप्लीट जस्टिस को और हमने क्या करना है इस क्लॉज को कि अगर हम पूरी पिक्चर ही ना देख सकें.
वो आपको दिखाया
इसमें ना दिखाए.
बट मैं ये आपको ये कह रहा हूं,
सुन लेना, कहना चाह रहे हैं कि कंप्लीट जस्टिस को क्या कहां लेकर जाना है अगर हम ये चीजों पे आंखें बंद करने लग जाएं इधर उधर, और घोड़े की तरह इस तरह वो लगा के चलने लग जाएं. कंप्लीट जस्टिस इज टू broaden the vision, see the whole transaction.
अटॉर्नी जनरल
with the limitations.
अटॉर्नी जनरल साहब, आपने शायद वो तस्वीर देखी है जो जज की आंखों पे पट्टी होती है.
Adding to what my Lord Justice Mansoor Ali Shah has just stated, what you have argued is, in other words, you are asking this apex court vested with jurisdiction, extraordinary jurisdictions as well, that only look at 185, and thus what would be the effect? The effect would be during these proceedings, one thing has become absolutely obvious, that there has been a grave constitutional violation by excluding a political party on the basis of misinterpretation of the provisions and a judgment of this court. So now, indirectly, this apex court would be validating a grave constitutional violation and thus invoking the doctrine of necessity again. Now, this is not an ordinary 185 litigation. It relates to the rights of the people, particularly those who by now is very clear have been disenfranchised by an unconstitutional interpretation by a constitutional body, and you want this court to validate it.
And adding to that, I mean, all we want to say, adding to that, this is not a case कि पटवारी ने जमीन किसी की इंटर पार्टी ले ली है तो हमने कहा 185 में देखना है, वो ऑर्डर आपने चैलेंज नहीं किया, आप नहीं कर सकते. This is not that. Please try to look at this as an election matter, which is perhaps something that one has to look into. It's a sui generis. It's a different kind of set of proceedings. Go under 185. We're looking at the electorate, we're looking at the national elections, we're looking, I mean, the apex court, national election, the electorate, the millions of people who voted. What I find very difficult is to look one segment of the election and ignore a very grave illegality that occurred just a minute before it, which led to that problem. So can't we not attend it and close our eyes to it? Because if you open your eyes to it, all you have to do is that if 3 persons, according to the record, if ECP checks, PTI becomes a party of 3 members of 4. And then there is a party on the table, and then the independents have a choice to take their vote. Everything falls in place. So if that is not what justice is, I don't know what justice is.
My lord,
since a lot has been said from this side, and since I may not subscribe to a number of things that don't expect this, justice, we all want justice, but it's a very elusive concept. If you go on personal justice, my concept may be different from your concept. Someone may be in favor of capital punishment, someone may be against it. On a justice principle, do we apply justice principles? We apply the law and the constitutional provisions. Now, read all the judgments of this court which introduce the doctrine of necessity, and all of them rely upon the justice principle. Les populi, Keynes's pure theory of law. This is actually they had lost the thing of the people. Every judgment has been based on premise. If they had simply followed the constitution and said, this is not permissible, you cannot take over, you cannot send elected representatives home, that would be the letter of the constitution. I'm not even going to the spirit of the constitution. When judges, some of them may have great wisdom, I am not one of those, say, forget what the constitution say, there is this one word, justice, and I'm going to erect an edifice on the basis of this one word, then we might as well do away with the constitution, because we are now imposing our vision on the nation. We are imposing what the constitution says. Hang on, constitution makers, you didn't quite get it right. We know what justice is. We are imposing our will on parliament. When we go into these vague concepts, we get into all sorts of troubles which are history. It's not academic anymore. Since mention was made of doctrine of necessity, it was on these very principles. When they can't find anything tangible to hang on to in the constitution, then opens the doors, because I can define justice any way I want to, someone else will define it any other way. So are we going to have this academic, and this is not even something which has really been argued, and I don't want to stick my neck out or let it come from as if it's a thing of the court saying this, that the doctrine of necessity was done, I think, on the very very principle or the concept or what they borrowed, what they in their hearts or in their conscience, I would even go that far, they genuinely believed it. I wouldn't even say that, I wouldn't even attribute any malafide or ill intent to any of those judges. They genuinely believed it. I don't want let's Pakistan go on the constitutional path for once.
Learned Counsel, I think you finished your
My lord, I have.
Attorney General, you haven't answered my question.
I know.
Do we validate?
These are our opinions.
Do we validate a grave constitutional violation which has become obvious before us? That is
It's premised
inclusion.
on something.
That is not premised. That is the orders have come before us. It has become
My
obvious.
lord,
You want to respond?
We are
Please
ignoring the elephant in the room.
My lord, I will now just, there are 4 judgments, one authored by Justice Shah on 187, one of the bench of which Justice Munib Akhtar was part of, and 2 other judgments on 187. The limitations which I have placed before you in 187 is what the law, what the Constitution says, how the courts have read it. If the court wishes to read it differently, it's a full court, the court can. I'm placing these 4 judgments before you.
But
It's a
on what
blue paper
principle?
book.
Just tell us the principle.
4, sir.
Are they on same principle or different principle?
Which I've just read out while explaining 187, that it's a power, not a jurisdiction. There has to be a
Okay,
list
on this
before
point.
your lordship. While looking at, you should be leased
not
with
a
the
jurisdiction.
seize of the list while applying 187, but you cannot initiate independent proceeding by